Hey, my name is Phil from agencyautomation.co. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Go High Level SaaS program, which basically allows you to white label Go High Level and create your own software as a service company. Now, this is probably one of the most exciting features that I've seen inside of Go High Level for a few reasons. First one being, you only need to be a pro user at $297 per month to get access to this. And I believe you can get unlimited clients inside of the SaaS program, which can pay you 100% profit at whatever cost you want to charge them. So that's really exciting considering it's so cheap. And then the next part I really like about it too is, once again, there is unlimited slots and you get to customize them however you want. So it's a ridiculously good program, especially this day and age. As the pandemic's hit the world, everyone's looking for online software as everyone's moving to online sales. So this is the perfect product at the right time to get in front of the right people. So let me show you exactly what this entails. But just before I do, if you're thinking about joining Go High Level and you haven't yet, I've got an exclusive 30-day trial, which you can use using the link in the description. And that's going to allow you to choose what plan you want to use. If you want to check out the SaaS features, you're going to have to get Pro. And I'm also going to give you a course which entails how you can get free traffic from YouTube to get more clients. You're also going to learn how you can create amazing funnels and get some share funnels. Then you can also learn how to set up really quick with Go High Level. And finally, I'm going to teach you how to make even more money as an affiliate. So once again, link to that in the description. Okay, so first of all, once you get started with Go High Level, you will be brought to an agency dashboard, and then you're also going to have a sub account, which is going to be your own agency. Now we need to have both of these, and I'll explain why in just a minute, but just so you know the gist of it, the agency dashboard is going to be where you have all your settings, basically, where you can organize everything, and then your agency dashboards where you're going to create all your pages, your products, your funnels, and things like that. So let's get started. Inside of the agency dashboard, you want to come across to the SaaS configurator, which will bring you to this tab. And inside here, you get to create the different plans and prices that you want to charge your clients inside for using Go High Level. Now, the first thing you'll notice is we have at the top here 3 different plans, and we also have these 2 tabs, which is recommended plans and build your own. Now, what this is going to allow you to do is, if you just want to use a default brand, right, if you don't want to think about it too much, you can use their baseline plans, which is going to give you everything you can expect inside of the Go High Level plans, or you can build your own from scratch if you understand marketing a little bit more and what your customers really need. So I've gone ahead and built my own plan. I felt like it was a little bit more customizable. And what you want to do is just come through and name your plans. So let's just say we're going to call this Diamond, we're going to call this Platinum, and then we're just going to call this Max. Whatever you want to call it, you can come through and choose your 3 plans that you want to have. Now, you don't have to use all 3 plans. When we go through and create our sales funnel with the products in it, you just choose the plans that you want to have. I'm just going to leave it as the bronze plan and silver plan, as it just makes sense to me. Okay. Next thing we have is the monthly price we want to charge. So I'm going to choose 97 for this one. Yearly is just 10 times the monthly usually. So you get a few months for free if they purchase a year up front. We've also got 197 for silver, and gold we've got 297. So there's a few different options that we have. Once again, you don't have to follow these. You could literally charge $297 there and $497 there. So it's entirely up to you. Depending on the type of clients that you get might depend on the amount that you charge. So just to let you know, those are there. Now down below, we also have the different features included in each plan. So if you're going recommended plans, everything is set in stone. We've got standard, professional, and premium. If you're building your own, then you can come through and add in all your bits and pieces. So for example, if I wanted to add in the CRM for the baseline plan, I just drag it in and that is done. It's as simple as that. Or if you wanted to say add in websites inside of the secondary plan, you can do so in here. So you can really build the plans as you really want them to come out, right? So what does your client want? What do they need? Obviously, you want to leave the more premium features to the higher tier plans. Or even if you just have one plan, you can put everything in one as well. It's up to you. Now, the cool thing about this is you can offer trials as well. If you wanted to add in a 30-day trial, you're more than welcome to. I personally leave it off for clients. Reason being is you've already sold them by talking with them, right? Not many people are just going to search your pricing plan. They're either going to be referred from someone else, which is already going to make them want to get it. Or if you're setting everything up for a client, there's a good chance you're probably just going to mention, hey, here's the software. It covers every single feature you need, and this is the cost, right? So everything's there. Now, another cool thing about Go High Level as well is you can also resell more services, not just the Go High Level services, to make even more profit. So at the bottom here, we have a telephone service that you actually get to resell and create profit from. And then on the right, we also have an email marketing service, which you get to resell and make profit on. So you've created 3 streams of income by using this SaaS mode inside of Go High Level already. It's pretty insane to think about. And how it works is if you come down to the bottom, when you set up your phone, for example, it's going to be using a service called Twilio, and inside Twilio, you get to create sub accounts, which your clients would then use, and you get to rebill them for the amount of cost that it is. So at the bottom, if you see here, for 1.05 rebill amount, it costs me 13 or 0.13 cents per call per minute that I make, and I can actually recharge it at 0.0136 per minute, right? So at the lowest, you're going to make a fraction of a profit there, but regardless, it still counts. And then if you move to SMS, it's the same thing. You can see we have our profit line here at the bottom, which is pretty cool. But what you can do is actually scale that up. So all of a sudden, your profit margins are starting to increase quite dramatically. I think by default, it sits around 3 or 3.5. So it's not uncommon for people to charge 5 times what it normally costs. Usually in business, that's what they do anyway. So this is a pretty cool service. It's going to cost you a fraction of the cost, and you're going to get a good return from it. The same thing goes for email. This is through a service called Mailgun. It's one of the best email deliverability platforms. So even using this service for your clients going to get them better results. No doubt they're using something inferior to Mailgun. So you can charge a premium for that as well. So this alone is such an incredible tool because you get to make 3 streams of profit once again, just from having your clients come through this platform, and they can choose different levels at that is as well. Now, the cool thing about this is you can offer complimentary credits. So for example, if they're on the $97 plan, you can say, hey, you get $10 worth of phone and email services. Or if they go on the next plan, you can increase it a bit. Of course, you're still going to be making profit in the long run. So having any type of profit or any type of number here is still going to benefit you greatly in the long run. So that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how this would actually work, because when you first set this up, it's a little bit confusing. Go High Level does explain to you it quite nicely though. They have what's called the SaaS Education as well as the SaaS Fast Track, which are 2 different courses. The first one, the Education, is actually just going to show you how to set up SaaS Mode so it works inside of your Go High Level account. There's only 3 steps to it, which is first of all, connect Stripe to your agency dashboard. And by connecting them, you get to automatically change plans and pricings and things like that using High Level, which is really cool. The next is configuring your plans, which we went through earlier. And then finally, you need to build a pricing page to actually sell your services. And I'll go through this in just a minute. But first, the SaaS Fast Track is an additional course. If you are a pro user, you get this for free. And what it's going to do is basically show you how you can make sure you're setting up your business in the right way, how you should be presenting yourself, creating the right funnels, the right websites, you know, how to attract the right customers, everything like that. Plus you also get some bonus downloads, things like scripts that you can use for clients, also different types of methods like the bridge method. There's different funnels you can download and use as well as sales trackers. So there's everything inside that you need to really grow it once you've got everything set up, which is included in the SaaS Fast Track program. Once again, that is free to get if you're a pro user. There is actually one more type that you can get as well, so I'll show you what that is quickly. And that is, if you come here, there's the virtual course, which is the Fast Track, but you also have what's called the SaaSpreneur Bundle. And what that is the SaaS Fast Track training that I've gone through before, which talks about all these different cool things. Plus you also get some swag and ticket to an upcoming high level mastermind. So you get things like a slide-by-slide printed workbook, you get an engraved print, your pen, and you also get a t-shirt, things like that, as well as first in-line invitations and VIP access. So if you want all that, you just fill out this form as well. I'm not exactly sure of the cost, but it is there if you want to get it, depending on how hardcore of a fan you are. So let's go back to what I was talking about in building your page, right? We've already gone through configuring the plans. Once you set up Stripe, it's literally just an integration and everything works. But when you come through this step here, it gets a little bit confusing because you've got to go ahead and create your own page, right? You've got to go and create your own pricing page. And as it is step by step inside of here, it still is a little bit confusing. After I went through it, it made more sense. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how you can set that up. So the first thing you're going to need to do is come from your agency dashboard and come into your own personal agency business or your client business, right? And then it's going to go ahead and load your dashboard like so. And what you're going to need to do first of all is, like you've integrated Stripe with your agency account, you're going to have to integrate it also with your personal account, and it is just as easy as coming down to this step here and following the instructions. But once you've done that, you want to come to sites, and what we're going to have to do is build a funnel with a page inside of it and also a thank you page that we can start actually collecting payments from. Now I've gone ahead and created this one here. I'm also going to be giving it and including it inside of my bonus course. Let me just show you what it actually looks like so you know what we're sort of going to create, and then I'm going to walk you through how you can create it step by step as well. So I've gone ahead and created this quick little payment page, right? So we've got three options here. I've just modeled it after another popular software, but we have the bronze plan, which I mentioned earlier, silver plan, and gold plan. As you can see, we've got the three prices. And then I've come through and just mentioned what features come with what plan, right? So we've got all of these different features that are listed. We've got all the other ones that are not included, and then we've got all the different plans. And if you click on one of the buttons, first of all, we've got a company name, so I'm just going to call this Davies. Full name can be Chris Davies. This is like a test name that I use. And then once again, Chris Davies at outlook.com. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, click on next. So this is what one of your clients could potentially do if they're coming through your sales process. So next we'll get to the next page, and then we've got the three options. You'll notice I haven't included yearly, and you don't have to. Same thing goes with you don't have to offer all plans. You can just offer two if you wish. It's entirely up to you how you present it. So let's just say I was going to use the silver plan. It's going to say here silver plan monthly. I'm on the test mode right now, so that's why the payment won't actually come from my card, but I'm just going to put in here a test credit card number, and I'm going to put a test expiry date, right? Something like that. Click on complete order. And this is how people are going to get access into your white labeled software as a client, right? So in a few seconds, we're going to go see a message, right? So it's saying that. It says here, congratulations, your new account is set up. Please check your email for instructions how to access your new dashboard, right? And it's going to send them out an email, and they're going to get their login information. Now, the important thing about this part is you really have to create a two-step funnel, and you've got to create it separately. Reason being is you can have whatever you want on your website, but when it comes to the pricing or get started page, you want to redirect them to this particular pricing page as it is a part of a funnel. And then you want to also have a thank you or success page so they can see something from it, or else it's not going to redirect them anywhere. So let me show you how to create these two pages quite quickly. Once again, if you do decide to get started using my link in the description, you actually get a link to the share funnel for free. So one click of a button and it's going to get imported into your account anyway. So just save some time and just import that funnel, then edit it to match your own branding. So let's go and build a page like this. First of all, come to funnels, click on new funnel on the right, and then we're gonna just call this I'll go to template library actually. I'll just take a header and a footer from something and delete the rest of the content. So I'm gonna come down to services, click on see templates, and I'm gonna choose phone repair. I like the black in it, so I'm just going to use this. So scroll to the bottom, click on agree, and then import this template. And then in a few moments, this is going to be added as a funnel. And then it is here. So I'm going to click on phone repair. First of all, we're just going to edit a few things. So I'm going to go to settings. First of all, I'm going to call it so my business called Intact Media. So I'll just call pricing plan. So this is a pricing plan funnel. And I can just put in here pricing plan. And what you want to do as well is choose your domain before you start editing everything. So I've gone ahead and added one inside of here. Setting up domains is pretty easy at the beginning, so everyone should have it. So go ahead, click on save, and that's done. Right, now come back to steps. We've got home here. What I want you to do next is come across to home once again, click on publishing, and we're also going to call this pricing plan. And for the step, I'm going to call it I am pricing, literally because I've already got another one with just pricing, so can't call it the same thing. And in a few seconds, we've got that done. So come back to pricing plan. And now this is my link for the pricing plan. So all is good so far. So let's go ahead and edit this page and make it look good. So first thing you want to do is click on edit page, and then you're going to be brought with this page builder, right? So it's going to take just a few seconds to load like so, and we're ready to go. So the first thing I'll do is come across the logo, click on the little image icon down here, add in my own logo, right? So double click, there it is, looks good. You can add in things like your address if you want. I'm just going to leave that blank and this blank for now. That's completely fine. I might even delete these columns. So we'll just leave it like that, and I'll just align this to the left. Okay. Now what you can do here is you can add this info if you want, or just leave it out. And inside here, we're going to go choose the right plan for you. Okay. And I'm just going to quickly bold that up like so. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these. I don't really need anything else, just the footer. And we'll just, I might actually create this. I might actually add it to this right now, just so we have something a little bit different. Okay, so I'll drag this column underneath there. That looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and start customizing this. Okay, so I'll just change the thing down here. So 2022 Intact Media Limited, right? And then we can come ahead and start editing this. So diagnostic service, we'll call this the bronze plan because that's what I'm using. Then we can have the silver plan, and of course I could change the colors as well. Gold plan. And then what I want to do is literally come back to the SaaS editor. So I'm going to have to go back to agency view. I'm going to come back to SaaS configurator, and then what I want to do is list all of these options as part of it, right? So what I'm going to do is just pause the video and split my screen up so we can see both sides, right? So something like this. So I'm just going to come inside of here and type in two-way text and email conversation, right? And then I might even just make the text slightly smaller just so it fits a bit better. So that's good. And then what I can actually do is just delete that and duplicate this one. So then we've got this next line at the same height already. GMB messaging, and you can see what I'm going to do. So what I'm actually going to do right now is just pause this video once again and add in all these so you don't have to watch me. And I'm going to do it for all three services, right? And let's have a look what we've got then. Right, so that looks pretty good. I've got all of the different features inside of there, and I just make sure you change this to bronze plan, includes bronze plan plus. You can even bold it if you wish, make it stand out a bit. The default on it is green, so I'm just going to change the bold text color back to black for both of them, right? Bold, black, and then includes silver plan. Okay. So we've got everything here. It all looks pretty good. There is just one element we need to add to everything. So come across the button, right? Drag your button in here. And now we need to customize this button as a pop-up button, right? So make sure if you add in button, it says here link to, and then click open pop-up and make sure it says that. Now what you can do is change the colors to match the different branding, right? So the background of this one is like a type of gray. So we can just do the same thing here. So the background color can be the gray, right? So it looks quite dim. It's sort of putting people off getting the bronze plan and starting to get something like the silver or the gold, right? So I'm going to duplicate this button. I'm going to drag it to the middle, whoops, above that one there. Okay, drag it there, and then I'm also going to create another one and add it to the bottom of the gold. And if I come to the background color of this, I'm going to choose the green, and then finally the gold is going to be a black, because it's black. Obviously you change it to the colors which you want, and I might even center this to make it look good. So that's pretty much all you need. I might even give this a bit of margin at the top, just 20 margin. Yep, that's good. 20 margin and 20 margin. Now what you'll notice is we've got our pricing plan, we've got our page, everything looks good. All we need to do now is quickly click on pop-up, okay? And you'll see here we have this empty pop-up. You just want to click add row, click on one column, and then click add element, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see this two-step order. So you want to drag that in like so. And then what I'm going to do, because personally I don't need to have shipping info, right? I'm not going to be sending them anything. It's a digital business. So what you want to do is come up to advanced, and you'll see here we've got step 1 and 2, which you can customize however you please. But just come down here and just turn off what you don't really need. So if you want the phone number, you can leave it there. I'm going to hide it, so it's taken away the phone number input field. And then also the same thing for shipping. I'm just going to remove that. So now that looks pretty good. Let's have a look at step 2. It's all dynamic. It's already set up, which is great about high level. Everything's pretty much good to go. So I'm happy. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, click on save. Now there is one final step that we need to do to actually make this work. And this is add in some different products. So let me show you how that works. So once this has saved, we can actually go have a quick look of how it looks so far. Okay, so we'll click on preview. This is what our page now looks like. We've got the different plans. You can click on the button. It's going to bring up the info. Now you'll notice once you actually get to your info and upgrade, we haven't added in any products. So let's go ahead and do that now. So come up to the top left, click on back, and then it'll take us back to our funnel dashboard, right? This tutorial hasn't taken really that long to set it up. It's quite simple to do. A little bit harder if you haven't set anything up before, but that's all good. So what I recommend you do for the next step is first of all click clone funnel step and just say clone this funnel step. And the reason we're cloning it before we put the products in is I don't really want to add products to 2 pages. I don't know if it's ever going to cause any issue, but just in case it does, I don't want that to happen. So we have now our pricing plan clone page, which is cool. This is going to be our success page. And now that that's been cloned, we can go ahead and add our products. So come across to the right and click on products. Now inside here, you'll see we've got none currently added. That's completely fine. Click on the add product button. And what we're going to do is want to think about the plans and what we called them. So I'm just going to call this the bronze plan. Price display override. What I'm going to put inside of here is 97 per month. Okay. And then you want to come across to select a Stripe plan and look for that plan you've created. I've got a bunch in here because I've been playing around with it quite a bit, but I'm looking for the bronze plan at 97 per month, which is this one. Right, you can add in a description if you want. You can add in the trial period if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead like that and click on save. And now we have here subscription, which is 97 per month, and it's the bronze plan. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. So once again, click on the blue button. I'm going to call this the silver plan, which is going to be 197 per month. Okay. Select Stripe plan. I'm going to choose the silver plan at 197 per month. Click on save. And then finally, I'm going to add in the gold plan, okay, which is going to be 297 per month, right? And then click on the Stripe plan, look for the gold plan, and then go ahead and click on save. So this is done. This is all ready to go. If you came back to this trial thing now, added in your info, which I will in a second, it's going to show you these options and it's going to check out. But before I actually show you how it works, I want to complete everything so the entire funnel is done. So what you need to do is now come to the pricing plan clone. We're going to go ahead and create a success page. So I'm going to come to publishing first. I'm going to call this to subscription success, right? So I'm just going to put in here something like sub success. Okay, click on update step. And then come back to overview. Okay, now this is here. Now click on edit page. Now you can see our success page URL has been changed. And we're just going to quickly come inside here and edit just a few things. It's not going to take very long at all. Basically, all we're going to do is write a little message, add in a little image, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to delete this entire row here. like so. So now we've got our header, we've still got our footer, and we've got a bit of text here, which is perfect. Going to save a bit of time. So what I'm going to do is add in a element. I'm going to add a subheading, right, like so, and I'm going to say, please check your email for your login instructions to Intact Media. Okay, something like that. I might give it a bit of margin at the top. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just click on elements, add element, drag in an image. Okay, and then come down to the image selection, and I just put in here a little logo like so, and then I might just put a little bit of margin at the bottom, maybe like 70, just so it fills up the page a little bit. Might even give it like 20 at the top. And there it is. There is our success page. So what I'm going to do is click on save. You can add in all the SEO metadata to suit your business. And I'm going to go ahead and click back. So let's go ahead and test this out. It's been a little bit of a tutorial, but we've created probably the hardest part of the entire sort of SaaS configuration setup phase. Everything else is really quickly and integrated. So once your page is loaded, come back to pricing plan. You can even click on this button here to show you the entire funnel, or you can just use this link, or you can click this button here. So many different options. I'm going to click this one here just to be different. And now we've got our 3 pricing plans. I haven't actually changed these 3 bits of text, but you can easily go back and change that later. Click on the click to subscribe. I'm going to use it in my test data, right? So, and then like so. Okay, click on go to step 2. Now we've got our options inside of here, and I just realized I haven't put in test mode, so I'll have to use a real card. But if you come back to your funnel, come to settings, you can put it on test mode, click on save, and then you can test it out yourself. But that's basically how it works. And once they've put in their information, they're just going to be redirected to this subscription page and get sent their login data. So that's basically it. That is how you set up the entire page. Or of course, if I needed to change this, I'd change the pricing and then test it in test mode. But apart from that, that's it, guys. It's been a bit of a long tutorial, so I'm going to call it at that. But hopefully you learned how you can use SaaS mode. It's really quick. It's really easy to use. Plus, you get to make so much potential profit. Once again, if you want to have these funnels given to you for free and you haven't yet got started with Go High Level, I got a 30-day free trial, and I've got a full course full of different types of training inside of it. You can get that for free using the link in the description. And thanks for sticking around until the end. If you are still here and you got some value from this training, please smash that thumbs up button. I want to help as many people as possible. And if you haven't yet, smash subscribe. I've got some great tutorials coming out in the near future. That's it from me. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video.